Annie returned home to find that a new family had moved into the neighborhood. The newcomers had barely settled in before one of them chased away a cat with a rock. The next day, they even hired someone to perform a ritual to ward off evil spirits nearby. The house they moved into was Mark's family's ancestral home. Longtime residents had watched Mark grow up before he and his family moved overseas. It was said that they came back because Mark's mother was in poor health, so he returned to care for her. Annie and her two friends headed downtown to catch a move. By now, most of the neighborhood was nearly deserted. Taking advantage of this, Mark sneaked onto the roof of Annie's home, carefully surveying the layout like he was planning something. A giant lizard climbed onto the rooftop. Mark looked at it and suddenly came up with a perfect idea. He grabbed the lizard and carried it into the woods. Annie happened to witness the whole scene. That evening, Mark hosted a housewarming barbecue and served the lizard meat to the neighbors, falsely claiming it was premium beef imported from abroad. Annie dragged her friends into the kitchen, refusing to eat the suspicious meat. During the party, Mark learned that most of the neighbors went to church on Tuesdays, which meant they could carry out their plan then. Tyler agreed that Tuesday would work and began researching how to make body-dissolving chemicals. Anyone familiar with handling corpses could tell what they were planning. Annie and her husband decided to host a party at their home that weekend. When Mark heard about it, he moved up the timeline for their plan. Now scheduled for the night of Annie's party, 2 days later, Tyler bought a huge plastic barrel and a large roll of plastic sheeting, common items at crime scenes involving body disposal. On the night of the party, Mark deliberately trashed his own home. He then placed a plugged-in iron face down on a piece of cloth. Once it overheated and began to smoke, he left to attend Annie's party. Just as Mark had expected, a fire quickly broke out. Meanwhile, Ma'am, who had been asleep at home, went missing.